Queensland get it done. Yes, Queensland absolutely outclassed New South Wales, or did they? New South Wales for 65 minutes were brave, but that 10-minute period after, the suaali went boom, knocked out Reece Walsh. Nico Hynes was absolutely razzle-dazzled, carved up, so was Crichton. And whoever they put there just absolutely had no clue what they were doing until they finally moved Crichton over. So Madge got it wrong. Burton could have come straight in there and would have solved their problem straight away off the bench. It was a crucial mistake in this game. Does it mean it would have changed the result? No, it wouldn't have changed the result, I don't believe, but it could have been a little bit tighter than what we ended up with the forwards all getting tired in the end. But is it all doom and gloom for New South Wales? Yes, it is. There is no chance they can win the series from here. Absolutely no doubt about it. New South Wales fans are going to say, are you kidding me? There's obviously a chance, but realistically, who they're going to bring in, well, we're going to talk about that later, but whether he can be the magician to get it done. They're going to need a few changes, no doubt in my mind, to have any chance of winning the game. But let's get to the suaali hit. Was this a send-off? Absolutely. Every day of the week. It's not the 1990s anymore. This is the new generation. It's clearly a send-off these days. Even if he was falling, you can argue all the way to thing. But at the end of the day, it's a send-off. The argument of whether maybe another player should come on, I actually like that idea overall. I think it might be something that will come in after. It seems to be always reactive to the thing, but when you have a big stage like this, a big game on, and you don't have your best players 13 on 13 in State of Origin, it is absolute madness. The rugby idea, I am absolutely applauding it. I think 20 minutes, it's got to be more than a sin bin. 20 minutes, that player is off for the rest of the game, and you can replace that 20 other player with the 20th man. I think that is the way forward, and I think that's where we're going to head in the future, because it was actually a good spectacle for a while, but you never saw New South Wales going to win the game because it did not look like scoring points at all. What was up with Jake Trbojevic only playing, 30 minutes? Madness. Has a good stint to start off with, and he never comes back on. I just do not understand that he's the captain of the team, leads the team by example, and he wasn't on the field. Absolute madness. So Madge Maguire might not last long in New South Wales if he doesn't turn it around quickly. Maybe he should be signing with Parramatta if he's got that opportunity, which I think is probably going by the wayside very quickly. But to be fair, were New South Wales going to win this game? I don't think so. I think we're going to see going to be similar sort of event. I don't think the score would have been as big, but Queensland had the better players in the big games. And obviously, when the game was there to be won, Cherry Evans came up with a 40-20, and then Ben Hunt, what an absolute machine. So Liam Martin puts in that big hit like a couple minutes before, gives New South Wales a chance to maybe win the game or get in a chance for the game. They stuffed up, and next minute, a couple minutes later, he just gets barged over, and Tedesco gets absolutely pulverised by Ben Hunt. This is Ben Hunt. We're not talking about some big forward here. To not tackle Ben Hunt, it's not good enough in this level for New South Wales fans, and there's going to be some big changes in there. But getting back to Queensland, absolutely, Cobbo, outstanding, come in, played a brilliant role. Is he another GI of the future, potentially? Cherry Evans, whether he deserved to man in the match, I'm not sure, but he definitely directed the team around, and that 40-20 was a crucial moment in the game. But the hammer, 3 tries, absolutely. To me, I think he was the best on ground. I think the hammer deserved to be man in the match. He didn't get it. But you could also argue Ben Hunt came up with the clutch plays in the big time. He scored the first try, and he scored the clutch play that blew this game apart. Absolutely outstanding, Ben Hunt. He was outstanding. You can name quite a few more on their list, but they were the key players for Queensland. Who were the key players for New South Wales? Not many to write home about. But Steve Crichton, for me, was their best on field. Absolutely outstanding defensively. He tried his heart out. Toho was his usual self. You can't do much with what happened in that game. Payne Haas was good again. Reece Robson defensively was good. But the question mark, Olu Kawatu is a prop. I don't think so. Trying to defend with 12 men in the field when you're not used to it, you get tired. It was madness. Hudson Young, what was the point of his selection? It just mind-blowing when you had Matt Burton there. It was just ludicrous, New South Wales. Who had games to forget? Well, I don't know about forget, but Jaden Seward did come up with a few mistakes at crucial times in the game. If it was 13 men, it could have been the difference. So he's got some work to do, so it'll be interesting to see if he holds the spot or David Fafita comes in for him. We will see. For Tedesco taking over from Edwards, last minute selection headache with Edwards getting injured. I think he doesn't keep his spot. He didn't do enough to say demands selection. He played well, don't get me wrong. He played the same as he did last year, but that's it. That's it. Not out of this world. Dylan Edwards will be in for the next game if he's fit, I believe. So what's the ramifications here? No suaali, so there's going to be a change there clearly. 4 weeks off. What will New South Wales do? Well, first of all, I think Dylan Edwards comes in. He'll be the fullback. Now, centre is a question mark. Do you put Burton in? Do you put Bradman Best in? Can Tony Staggs? But to be honest, the only one on this list that is a game changer is Latrell Mitchell. He has to be picked. If he's fit, he has to be picked. He should have been picked in this first game, but he wasn't. They picked suaali, and look what happened. Big mistake. I know Latrell Mitchell can do similar things at times, but Latrell Mitchell is a game breaker, and they need game breakers if they're going to win this game, which they did in 2021. He needs to be playing Latrell Mitchell. He is the keys. He's not the only key one. Moses. Yes, Moses. Even though I don't think he's the greatest halfback, but he's the best New South Wales option. No doubt about it. Nico Hynes is a good player, but at this level, you have to have a great kicking game. Hynes doesn't have a great kicking game. He has a pretty good short kick game, but his long kicking game is not there. Similar to what Johnson was earlier in his career. So he could still develop that Hynes, but to be honest, Mitchell Moses just comes straight in. But the question mark is, does Hynes go to 6, or do you just keep Luai there? Or do you flip the script and put Cody Walker in? Boom. There you go. Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, the combo, the boom connection there. Cam Murray, well, I don't think Cam Murray will be back, but if he was back, boom. That would be the way to go. For me, I'd put Cody Walker back in. I just didn't see enough. Cody Walker would be mine with Mitchell. I think you need some razzle dazzle, and they'll bring the razzle dazzle at that origin level. But yeah, outside that, but the Dragons, anyway, that's a great wrap up.